So then, now that a few weeks ago we were able to see the photos of the refurbished Nemesis trains, it got me thinking about this project again, and although this time I'm not being quite so optimistic as taking one look on a construction platform and going, it's going to test soon, in hindsight I was very, very optimistic. But instead of looking at the project from a milestone point of view, I've sort of taken a few steps back and thought, given that we've seen a brand new colour scheme on the trains, and seen work going on around the station, it got me thinking about what we are going to see this ride look like when it has been fully refurbished and retracked. And that's what this video is about. It's not so much as a construction update, it's partly looking into what has been completed and what I think is going to stay as it is, but mainly looking into things that I think may be developed and changed and look as though are being looked at by the construction teams that are currently on site. So, first up I wanted to just touch on, the train's new colour scheme I think looks absolutely brilliant. I know it was a few weeks ago so a bit late on this, but really nice looking trains. I think they're going to look so good when they fly around that layout because it's matching in with the colours that we've seen on the track, with obviously the veins on the track. You've got the red over shoulder restraints and then the black sort of ride car assembly, which I think is going to look so good to see it travelling around the track on site. As well as that, since I last recorded a video on the update of Nemesis, which to be fair I haven't done many, but since the last video the lift hill appears to be fully painted. I don't know if they've added veins to that though. When I last saw it, I'm pretty sure they just added the black base coat. They might be adding veins to that as well. I hope they are. As well as that, the brake run's been painted, which is absolutely brilliant, but this is the bit where I'm beginning to get a little bit excited to see what happens, because as well as the bits of obviously painting things which were kind of expected, although it wasn't a guarantee, it's kind of just adding in to look like the track we've already got, we have also seen scaffolding go up around the Nemesis sign, and a lot of the Nemesis creature, like the station that is obviously meant to look like the Nemesis creature, has had a lot of things removed from it and beginning to have things added to it, which is very exciting. So obviously the Nemesis entrance is the bit I'll touch on first. I'm really excited to see what happens with this. I think we're going to see a lot more of a grand entrance sort of structure for Nemesis. I know obviously before we had the truss with obviously the Nemesis sign. I think we're going to have a take on that with a little bit more detail. I don't know, maybe some LED backlighting to make it look like so the sign's got a lot more illumination on it. We might see mist effects coming down the side of it. I'm not sure, that's very ambitious. But I think, given that this is a very large project for Alton Towers and is a very iconic ride, given with a lot of rides we've seen recently in the UK, from Merlin at least, they are very much theming in entrances and like backing up facades with things like backlighting and light panels down the side of it to illuminate things and sometimes mist effects off of it. I think this might be something that will have that added to it, and I think it would be great to see because obviously it's a very iconic ride and I think it deserves a very iconic entrance for that. As well as that, onto the bit I'm very excited about, the Nemesis creature when I was last there, all we could really see was the scaffolding up around the station. I couldn't really see anything going on, but from people I've spoken to who've been to the park recently, this is people I've spoken to going recently, and also coming from myself and my friends who aren't trained ride engineers or haven't worked on this project, so do bear in mind that this is speculation, but they've said that they could see them doing a lot of work on the actual station itself. But one thing which I think might be happening is the rumour that's been passing around of animatronics being added. I think that we might be seeing this on the station, because from everyone I've spoken to who's been there, all of them have, without me even prompting, have said, oh, a lot of people are looking around the station building, which usually means that if the majority of a construction crew is sort of focusing towards the station, there is something significantly happening there. Now this could be internal work, it could be external work, I'm not really sure, but from what they said, a lot of work's going into this station, like a lot of workers have been spotted around it, so I think we're going to see something great there. I'm not going to jinx it and say animatronics, but I am going to say that I am very firmly confident that the inside of the Nemesis station is going to be practically new, because from what I heard from other people as well and seen online, people are speculating a new exit ramp because they've obviously been essentially cutting a hole in the station building, or what it appears to be. It might be wrong. I'm not a very trained engineer and haven't worked in this project at all, but very exciting to see. I think the inside of this station is going to be the wow factor for this ride. I think it's going to be the part that they are going to want to theme the most, because the inside of the Nemesis station was always, I'll be honest, I quite like Nemesis station, more for nostalgia reasons, but I think they have a lot of opportunity to do a lot within this station. There's so much they could do. They could have animatronics within the inside of the station, like have some form of flexible material that they could have on the ceilings and walls to make it look like, so it obviously expands and shrinks, make it look like it's breathing and living. There's so much they could do with this. I would love to know what you think about this, by the way, because this is one which I think, or at least I'm very much hoping, that they do push the boat out with this station and make it look as amazing as this ride really is. So really excited to see what happens on that front. And that was pretty much all I had to speak about. As of current, the new pieces of track still haven't been spotted on site. We obviously know now that that's for other reasons that they haven't been put in yet, clearly unplanned ones. but I'm sure that this won't put a halt in construction. They appear to be doing very well with their deadlines, given that it doesn't open till next year. They're doing awful well given the amount of time they have. So really excited to see how this project progresses, really. I'd love to know what you all think. It would be great to hear, because this is just me letting my mind wander and think of different things that could happen on this project, which is very dangerous at the best of times. So please do let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. It really would mean the world. This video is being recorded on the day of the anniversary of this channel, which is crazy to think this channel was created a year ago, although by the time you see this, it probably would have been a week and a bit after, because I've got this Sunday's is already recorded, so this will be going live the Sunday after, so it's been a week and a bit. But thank you all so much for sticking around with this channel. It really does mean the world. When I created this channel, it was more as a thing of something that I could do because I loved theme parks and was constantly talking to my mates about it, loved messing about with video editing, thought, why not actually make videos and upload them? I never expected to have so many kind people reach out and interact with me with the subjects that I talk about in these videos. It's so incredible, and I'm absolutely loving doing it. So thank you all so much. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens over this next year. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.